Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. So today I'm just going to take a look what's happening around the world and to give you a perspective to my views. Coming back to first the Indian news, so where do we stand here as we have a news on how we Alright, so this is that I've seen lately. This could be referring to the I think it's a very big article referring to the anti-India hate, and I believe it's got a very precise analysis. It's just, it's too big. Alright, so I think this could be one of the reasons, because Indians are excelling in the US. As you can see from the picture, that we have very good demography there, very prospering demography, and that's not. I think America has ample, good amount of opportunity, but it has its own flaws. And even though I don't think that India gets any benefit because in the US college and it's based on merit, and if it's not based on merit, I think the other factor that's allowed them for the college admission is through the racial bias. And I think Asians are as much segregated as the white community. I believe it was one of the hot topic a few months back. So I think the admission itself is discriminate towards Indians. I think if white people are having, I think if they're referring to that we Indians are being treated any better than them, I think that shouldn't be the case. But again, it's if they want that, if they are voters from there, if they think that nobody should be there, no matter who it is, they want to advance their country to their own people. Maybe if that is the case, then again, it's their country. You cannot argue, you cannot go change that country, But I'm sure a lot of people would want that successful immigrants running their country, because I think that's what the country America is about: successful immigrants from NASA to other places. You see, there's a very diverse group of people, whether it's Korean, whether it's Indian, whether it's someone from China. It could be anyone. It could be from Africa. It could be anyone. So I think if it's just allowed minorities having the hateful mic given, and it's what's reverberating to the internet. But also, if we have some flaws, I hope if some of the concerns are there, I hope the Indian community surely would address that. What is this news? Yeah, I'm surely Beijing would want that consumers to save their money. Spend it on Amazon. It's crazy, like there's 1 trillion of the crypto market. I think there's not much news today going around. Alright, let's see what we have here. So we have a peace plan for Ukraine, and I believe I believe somewhere it said that Ukraine has to give up some land to end this brutal war. And it's easy for me to say they should agree, because I'm not in the war or have any sides to take in the war. But I think it's just very bad or very sad that so many people have to lose their lives, and at the end we're coming back to square one. This war shouldn't have happened in the first place. We have a problem. I'm not sure how much NATO would have expanded using Ukraine. That was all thesis given by Russia that they would use it. And again, I think US will be protecting Ukraine's security and national interest. So if their intention was that US and NATO shouldn't be involved, I mean, NATO is basically US. It is a major funding. So if US is not supposed to involve, but the peace plan that's coming up is having US as the center of this security deal. I don't think that the very point that Russia attacked Ukraine for it makes any sense, except for the fact they just wanted the land they got. And I think they are getting maybe 1/4 of Ukraine. I'm not sure which is that. And they already had Crimea before. Thousand bodies. You can't imagine how many people, how many stories, they are just gone. Yeah, this is one of these incidents of yesterday. Turnpile. Sorry. 3 kids, I believe, were also killed. Very sad. It's even not even on the Russian side. This is far east towards the European, or you could say the Poland side maybe. It's far from the front line, and you have so many people getting killed. It's unfortunate. So let's just hope this peace plan works, and we have a finally peace deal that just ends of the brutal war that's happening not just from 2022 but from 2013 or even before, the whole Crimea. And so what do we have with the comet situation? So yesterday NASA released a couple of pictures, and they're not really the sharpest picture, but again, this is a comet very distant, 200 million miles away. I don't know how much better picture they could have got, but at least they are saying that it's not a comet. They kept saying, I watched the live stream, they kept saying it's not a comet several times. I'm sorry, yeah, it's a comet, I believe. My apology. So it's a comet, and they kept honestly saying that. I think they must have heard all the rumors that they had to decide to not fuel it any further, so they had to constantly remind the viewers that it's a comet. And I think they might suspect some of the view of that it was actually a comet. The reverse of thing some of us couldn't end up doing. But still, if it's a comet, either way, it's very fascinating that this very old relic, older than our solar system, or I believe our sun as well, it's visiting us, and it's now going past away. And thinking that this has already visited, we could assume that this has already visited maybe 2 stars before. This is one of the rarest opportunity for all the stargazers out there with the telescope in their backyard. I wish I have one. And I'm an avid stargazer. So probably we'll have that the bucket list probably sooner. But this is a very great moment for all the stargazers out there. Enjoy this moment. It's not going to happen, I don't think, in this life again. Only 3 extraterrestrial outside world comets have ever came into our universe, our solar system, in the recorded history. So this is a very important year. It's way out, so I think if we are going to capture again some of the image, and I think one of them will be through Jupiter, and it's going to pass that, and I think it's going to have closest distance between Earth and the comet will be somewhere around mid-December. I hope we get some great pictures then. Binoculars. It's visible using binoculars. Can't believe that. I think it's having a lot of light reflecting from it. Alright, this is one of the beautiful news I would like to see more and more. There's no other news here, so I'm just gonna... Alright, what do you have here? Yeah, of course, Ukraine will have. They will leave, right? Who would want to die? And that is not. It's not meaning. Doesn't make any sense. I'll just close it. As I've already covered this. Coming back. Nitish Kumar have been made the chief minister, and Akhilesh Yadav is giving him. Look at. I'm in no position to make fun of people, but sometimes the evil people get a distinguished outlook. Look at his nose. And I'm sure I'm very ugly as well, but I don't do anything bad to deserve ridicule. But this guy is an evil definition of evil, and he got a nose of the evil. Good is not there anywhere near the power, and I hope Nitish Kumar again does great things for Bihar. This is great news, except just again the lesser of the 2 evils. That's who he is. Can't be the good, not really the good, maybe 10% of good, but lesser of the 2 evils. He's less evil than any other up his positions. Have we got any more news to this store? I'm just gonna refresh it. Let's see if we have anything. Anything's trading good levels. Oh, this is a great feature. This is a great feature. We can share things between Android and Google. This has this comment. What's happening in Bengal? Alright, this is of course. Alright, this crazy madness over there, this voter fraud, and I hope Bengal is on the cusp of it's having a very real crisis. I hope they find a solution to it. And I don't think the government in the West Bengal is having any idea what's happening. I don't think they just want to be in the power. That's all they care about. So it's going to get ugly. It's crazy. But this is what happens when you have no system to manage people who are coming in, who are going out, so the whole demography changes, and you have this thing. And this reason you have a TMC as the 2 times leader of that state. It's not going to change. It's not going to change unless there's a very critical something happens. Alright, coming back to any other news we got. No, that's all. It's very, very calm day, I believe. Really calm. I'm just trending. Anything trending now? The release of Gemini 3, of course, they'll be even faster and faster. AI taking over. So just like a cycle when first comes cheap ChatGPT by OpenAI, then it comes Gemini, then the Grok, and it keeps going over and over again. Let's see where it takes us in a year. Let's see. Alright, that's all for news. I'm not really able to think of anything, so I'm just gonna end this stream now.